Hello everybody, it is Dr. Steve back with another episode of Core Wellness TV 3 Pillars Edition. Mindset, movement, nutrition. Kind of a Friday wrap up too from the week, and the first thing I wanted to talk about in the mindset piece was a conversation with a patient today, and we were talking about he had just started in a program with us. It's going to take a few months, and he was ecstatic to have a coach, because he knows that you have to have a coach if you want to break through barriers. I mean, you have to find other people to help you fill in the gaps in knowledge that can take you to new levels. So it's important to find a coach. It's important to seek knowledge. I guess the most important thing I took away from his conversation today, and he's a successful entrepreneurial type guy, and he really has his head on. He said, "You know what, Steve? I hope I learn something the day I die." And that really stuck with me, because that's what it's all about, is continuing to educate, stay open. As soon as you close your mind, you're done. You have to stay open to new possibilities, stay open to new ways, because if you're stuck in your own circuit, in your own loop, you're never going to evolve. You're never going to break through those barriers that take you to higher levels of conscious evolution in your mind and your health. Okay? So that's the number one thing with mindset. Stay open and keep learning. Get a coach. Number two, the movement piece. The thing that we're going to stay on this thoracic spine mode. Okay? We want to make sure that the thoracic spine can go into extension, because if, like I said last time, if the thoracic spine can't go into extension through here, then your head can never come back over your neck, because you're going to get limited. You can only go to there. See that? When I pull my head back, I can only go so far until I get movement in my thoracic spine. And one of the ways, and a breakthrough today for another one of my clients or private patients, was we had him do, as soon as he realized, we had him in a cat camel quadruped position, which we do often like this. This is some classic back core stability type exercise, but he was always really rounded up here. And I finally said, let's try to really put your shoulder blades in your back pocket, and boom. And as soon as the shoulder blades went down, the spine flattened. So it's important to understand how to do that. And so we're going to use the neurodevelopmental 7th to 8th month old, where we're in our oblique sit as a child, as an infant, and we're here and we're pushing away from our support points. And the reason that's important is whenever you push away from your support point, sorry, the sun's really blinding me. I found a space in this walnut grove that had a little spot of sunlight. But whenever you push away from your support points, and I've talked about this before, support points being like the base of your thumb and the base of your thenar part of your hand, these two pillars. Whenever you push away from there, watch what happens to my shoulder blade and my head. Everything goes down where it's supposed to go, just by virtue of pushing away from your support points. That is organic posture. That's the neurodevelopmental model. It's the way you developed your posture, and you have to be able to do that same thing you did as you were 7 or 8 months old. So just getting on your side, getting in this position and practicing, okay, can I push away from my support points, my pillars, and can I feel my shoulder blade go down as I do that? And this is great for what? This is great for, especially for shoulder problems. If you have chronic shoulder problems, tendonitis, bursitis, stuff like that, you have to be able to anchor in that push-away system for the shoulder blade. And when you do that, automatically the thoracic spine extends. Okay? So it's a great way to stabilize your shoulder and get extension through your thoracic spine. Now when you do this, you also want to make sure you're growing long. Okay? Again, we're always trying to push away so we can go up. Just like a rocket pushes away from the ground to go up, or a tree grows away from the ground, it has strong roots, it has strong supports, and it pushes away and grows up. That's the same thing. We want to feel the feeling of going up, and that gives us lightness, the feeling of lightness and spring in our step, or in this instance, spring in our hands, right? So this is the physical piece, pushing away from support points to get more thoracic spine motion and shoulder blade stability. This is going to help headaches, this is going to help carpal tunnel, this is going to help shoulder problems, this is going to help all that stuff. And be careful of this. This is real easy to get into. See this? Right there? And it's an intention. That's all it is. If you hang out and, oh, it feels better just to do this. These are good feelings at a cost. Okay? Sorry, I've been working out too. I'm kind of sweaty. These are good feelings at a cost. I can just slump all day, or I can keep the intention of growing, renewing, and staying open, and my body automatically drops down as a lower center of gravity. I speak more clearly, I have more confidence. You actually can change your testosterone levels, you can change your hormone levels just by the way you hold your body against gravity. Very, very important. So that's the physical piece. The nutritional piece. What was the nutritional piece? The nutritional piece. Let's talk about magnesium. Okay, magnesium. Where do you find magnesium? It is in the middle of every single chlorophyll molecule. It is the central ion in the chlorophyll molecule, which takes the sun and turns it into plant energy. It takes the photonic energy from the sun, turns it into plant energy. So where do you find magnesium? Green food. Predominantly you find it in green food. So what does magnesium do for you? Well, what does it not do for you? Okay, it is the calmer. It brings calm to your body. In neurologically speaking, if your mind is agitated, okay, it's just too much agitation, too much neuronal activity, and you have this kind of mitochondrial burnout in your brain. You get too much activity going on. This kind of stands at the door of the cell and says, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, take it easy, and just relax. And it slows down the mind agitation, and it slows down the cell death that happens in your brain. It also calms the smooth muscles around your arteries, so it relaxes your arteries. So what's that do? Lowers blood pressure. Magnesium, okay? Aids in detoxification in your liver. What else does it do? Magnesium. It helps your body take omega-3 fatty acids in the form of greens, flax, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, hemp seed oil, all those oils that go into your body up here in the omega-3 chain. Okay, remember those omega-3s and omega-6s. Omega-6s can be inflammatory, omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. Whenever you put the omega-3s into the funnel over here, we got to turn those omega-3s into the powerful omega-3s that makes up your cell membranes in your body. So in order to do that, it has to go through steps. Magnesium helps your body take that plant-based omega-3, takes your greens, and turns it into the fish oil inside your body. You can make your own fish oil through eating lots of green food, but you have to have the nutrients to do that. Magnesium plays a role in that. But probably the biggest, you can also use magnesium to help draw water into your bowels and to have better bowel movements. To get more water into your bowels gives you nice, easier, more fluid bowel movements. And sometimes I use magnesium citrate for this because it's a little actually less absorbed by the body. And so when you put the magnesium in through your system that way, it will actually help draw water into your stool. So if you're having constipation issues, use magnesium citrate. 400 or 500 milligrams at bedtime is usually what I tell people to start with, and then back off depending on whether or not you have a good morning bowel movement or not. So, okay, that's a lot about magnesium, right? But it's a very, very, very important nutrient. But why not just eat tons and tons and tons of greens? Get some juice some greens. Make some green smoothies. Eat lots of salads. Do whatever you can, preferably raw. All right, and that'll give you a big magnesium boost to calm your mind, to relax your blood vessels, and help you make good omega-3 fats to build strong cell membranes in your body. Okay, all right, that's it. Mindset, movement, and nutrition. You got any comments or questions? Post them down below, and we will see